Sure, some of you might be fine with your 9-to-5 life, but 9 out of 10 times you've probably thought about other things you could have been doing that wouldn't drain your soul. Are you considering leaving your current job and preparing to pursue your dreams? Are you willing to start your own business on your own like you've always wanted to? Wait just a second. It might not be a good idea for you to do it, at least not now. With this video, we intend for you to leave feeling that you've found what's right for you. Being a college graduate, landing a respectable career, and settling down to have a family are often regarded as the pinnacle of success when you're a small kid. By a respectable career point, people usually mean a 9-to-5 job that pays well, like an engineer, a lawyer, or an accountant. And it's always a bummer for some people since they never fit the profile of any of the typical well-paying careers. You could do those jobs, but you probably wouldn't find them interesting most of the time. Let's fast forward to the present, where entrepreneurship is the name of the game. The popularity of the 9-to-5 job appears to be fading, as seen by the growth of revolutionary tech geeks and the overwhelming message of amazing financial returns, side jobs, and full-time entrepreneurship to give you financial stability. The new hip Twitter profile makes reference to your multiple sources of income, hustle, and grind. Your Instagram feed and story highlight your overnight work, early mornings, and espresso. Thousands of people drool at the possibility of saying goodbye to their 9-to-5 job and working full-time on their passion. Dreamy, no? You're probably tempted to leave your 9-to-5 job right now. Before you decide to click away because you're one of those people with their dream 9-to-5s, let us know in the comments what you like about your job over being your own boss. To be honest, don't leave your 9-to-5 just yet, and we'll tell you why. Don't just quit that job and vanish into thin air. This isn't the end of The Lion King, and you haven't fully conquered Scar for the Pride Land. Here are some reasons why you should rethink your willingness to quit your job if you're serious about establishing your own business. You must manage your money properly. You won't wake up a millionaire the next day if you quit your 9-to-5 job. You'll probably be broke when you first start your own business because very few people have the luxury of quitting their jobs and start to make money right away. Well, it's not that easy. It's possible that you have a side job that pays handsomely in addition to your regular salary, but won't offer much more than a few coffees if you quit your 9-to-5. Perhaps you need to pay off a few bills before you can consider quitting your job. Just the mortgage and a pending student loan, nothing major. In case you're wondering, we're being practical rather than depressing. Go on if these worries don't bother you enough. If they are, there are several practical methods to break free of your obligations. Set aside some cash from your 9-to-5 job to start your business and to get you through the tough months. If you don't have definite plans to support yourself or make things work in the long run, don't resign on a whim. You're not 5 years old. You need to have a plan. Before you quit, you need to know how exactly you'll be making money from the get-go as an entrepreneur. How are you planning to expand your customer base? How will you generate a profit? What's the strategy for the next 2 years? As cute as it might be to start from scratch, you must be realistic with your goals. If you don't know how to make $1,000, you'll never be able to make $1 million. It all comes down to setting very precise and practical stepping stones between your smaller goals and your larger ones. Do you plan to work independently or do you aim to hire staff in the future? What kind of business are you attempting to establish? You can tell you're ready to start considering quitting your current job by making sure you have the right answers to back up these types of questions. Also, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Starting your own business isn't always a bed of roses. It's difficult. People could leave you for a while, and it might not work. Even though most people hate the 9-to-5, not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur, and that's all right. Working from 9 to 5 has advantages such as fixed working hours and the ability to collaborate in teams. Being an entrepreneur in the beginning can be extremely lonely. Although there are hubs and communities, you'll be working alone most of the time. But it's not all bad though. Don't think that being an entrepreneur is easy. The grass isn't always greener. Instead, it's literally just like a different type of grass. Also, there are many conditions that must be met, much like with different plants. Here's a reality check for anyone considering joining the Great Resignation bandwagon. You'll be surprised to know that the 3 most frequently asked questions, which are probably scaring or stopping you, aren't true at all. But because we want to be honest, we'll also tell you 4 things that will be bad for you once you start working for yourself. The misconceptions come mainly from those of us with a job, as we're so used to structure. Most of us have seen this to be the safe and right path. Deviating from it isn't easy, but let's clear some air. The first thing is instability. We have specific tasks we complete every day, just like you do at work. Yes, the highs and lows may both get very extreme, but ultimately things even out. It's erratic at first, but after a few months you learn how much work you can do and how to get around it. Then it's just like any other job, with the exception of leaving applications and someone always watching you. Next comes finances. Again, this is a problem that people encounter earlier on in their entrepreneurial career rather than later. It's because having multiple revenue streams is the only way to have a steady flow of money, yet creating them takes time. Then there are the opportunities. We assure you that there are plenty of options available. Every writer can find something to sell from $5 to $500 in articles. From YouTube to Instagram, there's a platform for every type of person. Literally everything has a niche, including watching people eat with their mouths open. So it truly is a universe full of possibilities. But you'll eventually reach a point when opportunity will come to you as you continue to develop your skills and build a strong work portfolio. Now, here are a few things we wish more people would talk about. The independent way of life involves several drawbacks. And sure, you'll probably be making more money, but there are other things in life that can cause stress apart from money. If you're planning to leave your 9 to 5, be prepared to be burnt out from all the work you'll be doing as your own boss. It'll happen more than you can imagine, and it'll have an impact on your relationships and health too. Sometimes when you wake up, the amount of work on your plate will make your brain feel heavy. And of course, it won't just be a mental thing because it's going to affect you physically as well. The absence of social interaction is another problem. 90% of the time, you'll really enjoy this because some people prefer spending time alone in a room to socializing. But as we've already discussed, it may occasionally be lonely. The independent way of life involves many downsides. There's no reason to deny that. Plus, if you're going at it alone, you'll often have victories that your family and friends won't understand. You'll need to clarify your choice for the LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program to others in your general neighborhood when people ask what you do, even if it's something that's not related to LinkedIn. You won't even want to bring up things like receiving top writers tags or becoming viral. Even your buddies won't be aware of the actual job description. It won't ever come up in conversations, which is fair since even if it does, they won't understand what you're talking about, so it's not like you're trying to hide it. But ultimately, this will keep you humble, so you won't have much time for whining. So, are you prepared to launch your own business? Ready to commit fully to your side business? Are you sure? This is a question for which there's no correct or incorrect response, which is one of the most beautiful things. In the end, don't cave in to the pressure of becoming an entrepreneur. All at your own speed, on your own schedule, and whenever you want. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos just like this.